What's up, everyone? We're back with another round of astrology shots to get us through Capricorn season 2023 moving into 2024. Capricorn season is here to help us take advantage of our time and resources. Here's the scoop. Less is more. Time is of the essence. Use our time wisely. These are some of the mantras that we can take with us into Capricorn season, a season that's ruled by Saturn. Saturn is all about concentration and consolidation. Saturn is also about manifestation more than anything else. A lot of people think of manifestation and the wishful thinking and the visualization. That's a lot Neptune, but Saturn actualization is showing up and making that vision manifest in the physical. So Capricorn season is about accountability and helping us to focus on what's absolutely pressing and necessary. Capricorn comes after Sagittarius season, a season and energy that's a lot about what's out there, what's outside of ourselves, what else is possible. Let me go chase that and see if I can snatch it. Capricorn is all like, no, there's stuff to take care of right here and right now that's really important. And if we don't take care of this, we're not going to have dinner on the table in time. And we're not going to have the project done by the deadline. And we're going to miss our moment. Capricorn is a sign that understands how to crawl out of the depths. Capricorn is represented by the sea goat, half fish, half goat. And I think about the depths of the ocean and the experience of being downtrodden. Capricorn very often has this experience of clawing themselves out of the hole and up that mountain. And they're patient, they're resilient, they have an endurance, and more than anything, they're focused on their capabilities, what is possible for me, and how I'm just going to continue to put energy into that until I'm a fucking boss and I know what I'm talking about, and people are going to thank me. People are going to praise me. People are going to say, this is where you're supposed to be. And we're glad that we're under your leadership. That's kind of the essence of Capricorn. So Capricorn is all about just continued focus, continued showing up, and being like prepared each and every time. So Capricorn energy is going to help us use our time wisely this month. We've got a lot of exciting transits coming up right off the front of Capricorn season. And overall, what can I say? I think that Capricorn season looks a lot more pleasant than Sagittarius season. I think we're going to enjoy it a lot better. So let's go ahead and look at our first chart. Okay, so this is our ingress chart with the sun moving into the sign of Capricorn. What we have here is something very fascinating. We have a Mercury Cazimi happening right on the world point or the world axis or the cardinal degree of 0 degree Capricorn. This is a solstice point. This is known, whatever happens on this degree is known to have effects worldwide. I believe there was the last time we saw this, there was a Mercury Cazimi on the Libra point, and that's when Queen Elizabeth died. And so that was something that was news that kind of shook the world a little bit. It was a big moment in world history, being one of the longest reigning monarchs. So we're going to see something else, kind of some sort of news that's felt around the world here with this alignment of Mercury in the heart of the sun. For us personally, this is a moment where Mercury is halfway through the retrograde cycle, and this is like a new beginning of sorts. So this is like, if we're thinking about how like all planets have like a new moon kind of energy and a full moon energy, this is basically the new moon point of Mercury. So this is ideally a time halfway through our retrograde story where the time is clearly being split evenly between Sagittarius and Capricorn, where we're getting some valuable insights into whatever this Mercury retrograde has been bringing up for us. So we're getting messages, and sometimes those messages are just the way you look at something and it hits you a little differently. Or sometimes the message can arrive through dialogue with a loved one. Sometimes it can be just like a breezing by encounter with someone in public and they just say something to you and it sticks with you. The thing is that with Mercury Cazimi messages, and I've said this before, the sky isn't going to part and give us this message on a silver scroll. It's going to be something that we have to pay attention to with the eyes of an omen watcher to notice, what is the message? What is feeling within me that I'm coming into alignment with something important? And it's often very personal, and it's often a very quiet, introspective thing that no one can just give you the thing that you need to hear on a serving platter. You have to kind of look and read between the lines and notice it. Notice the value of the numbers that you're seeing on your clock, for example, or what are the stoplights on the commute telling me about my situation, for example. Because don't forget, Mercury is the planet of communication. And Mercury is also attributed to the alphabets that we use and the numbers that we use. But before that, what was language? Language was signs and symbols. And so as, people who are studying this occult science, we have to be able to be sensitive to that and notice that. So this is a Mercury Cazimi. And so be watching for your messages here. And again, there's going to be some sort of big news break or some sort of element of messaging that affects the whole world. Okay. Some sort of report, some sort of article, some sort of news. So pay attention to what that might be. And it may be a little sobering, like we're in Capricorn. Sometimes in Capricorn, we're getting hard truths, stuff that we need to understand in order to get the proper perspective to move forward. Another thing that we're going to be seeing here, right around the time of the sun's ingress into Capricorn, is Venus's opposition with Uranus. So we talked about that last month about Venus and Jupiter and how that was probably like a giant slice of cake for us in some way in our life. This is the other major aspect of Venus and Scorpio to our Taurus lineup. So Venus opposite Uranus. This can sometimes be a major breakthrough in a relationship. This can be a major breakdown in a relationship. Something isn't working. Something is frustrating for me. Something is driving me insane. This can also be a breakup. Now, Venus is in a fixed sign. So she is a little bit more willing to put in the time, the effort, the patience, the loyalty to problem solve. I've been noticing that some of the tough Venus aspects in the mutable signs are a little bit more willing to say, let's let bygones be bygones and, we don't have to do this anymore. But Venus opposite Uranus in the fixed sign is saying, this is an issue. This is something that I think we could problem solve and brainstorm together. This is something I think that we could work on, and let's figure it out. So this can be big eye openers in relationships, also connected with finances. If there's like a big idea or development that is kind of Uranian, like boom, I never saw it like that before, but wow, does that open some doors? Because Uranus is all about freedom. So the freedom to say, I don't want to put up with that anymore, or to be in this mindset of, setback, for example, there's some sort of possibility for a big eye opener and breakthrough there. But sometimes the breakdown needs to happen before the breakthrough. So sometimes we reach this point of feeling fed up about something before we're able to hit that rock bottom and make that change and climb up out of the hole, just like the Capricorn goat inspires us to do. So the only time that, likely if a breakup is going to occur, because I know there's people out there like, oh no, are we going to break up? The only way that would probably happen with Venus in Scorpio, one of the most loyal placements for Venus, is if this has been something that you've been trying to work out for a really, really, really long time, and it just continues to not be solved, then there might be this Uranian break moment. But typically, I would say that the staying power of this aspect, there's more of a determination, there's more of a likelihood that we're going to try to work this out. We're not ready to throw it all in just because at this point of the game. So that's a little bit about Capricorn season 23 into 2024. And you'll have to stay tuned for the rest. We've got Mars moving into Capricorn, Venus moving into Sag. We've got Mercury retrograde ongoing. But I'll catch you next time. Thanks for tuning in. Bye. Thanks so much for tuning in with me today. For more astrology in your world, you can connect with me on all platforms at Astro Catherine. You can also study astrology with me. The Foundations of Astrology course is an 11-week mentorship. It begins on January 25th. You can visit my website for more details, where you can also book your year ahead astrology reading with me, where we'll get into your personal natal chart, transits, progressions, profections, and the solar return. I look forward to connecting with you. Till next time. Bye.